Bronx Chamber of Commerce, fellow honorees and guests. I have had the privilege of appearing before you today on the occasion of your Irish Heritage Luncheon to not only serve as one of your honorees, but to be a representative of a proud line of people who came to the New World, the Kerry and the Farrell families, who came to America at the turn of the century and before the Civil War. They saw this city grow, they participated in its growth, and they helped it be what it is today. When Catherine Carey came to the United States, my grandmother, her fiancé, Michael Kearns, my grandfather, was already an American citizen, having passed through Ellis Island earlier and served in the United States Army in the Southwest on the Mexican border during World War I. He established himself in New York and sent for Catherine. In those days, if you were marrying an American citizen, you were guaranteed citizen status. However, the policy of our government at the time was that if an immigrant were malnourished or had compromised health, they would be denied entry and sent back to their country of origin. Clearly, this was done at the expense of the shipping companies that brought them here. Clearly, the shipping companies were not interested in sending people back because they were not denied, because they were not allowed into the country. So what they did was they made sure that they were fed well. So undoubtedly, my grandmother, when she arrived in New York Harbor, had a hearty breakfast and an excellent lunch. And when she arrived at Ellis Island, the first thing that happened to her was lunch. So, now you've always known that in America there's no such thing as a free lunch. But that's part of my story, because when she got here, the first thing that happened to her, as I said earlier, was that she was given lunch. And when she protested that she had already eaten lunch, she was told, she has to eat lunch, this is America. This is what happens in America, you eat lunch. So, lo and behold, there's a free lunch in America, and we hope that that policy continues today. Her entry into America was a tradition of family members coming over the years, and she met my grandfather and they began a new life. I come from a family of public servants. My father was a railroad worker, lifetime, and my mother worked for the City Maritime College at Fort Schuyler for the NROTC program, and you already heard my background. So in closing, I would be terribly remiss if I did not mention this. I'm married to a lovely woman named Patricia Sullivan Kearns, formerly of Kerry and Cork and currently of the Bronx. And she and I live in a very nice house with 2 cats in the yard on Pelham Day. And in closing, I will give you what George M. Cohan said, the great Irish showman. My mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, I thank you, and thank you. I want to give a shout out to my colleagues at the Board 10. So thank you for coming. It's a pleasure.